Yes, you are most welcome to Patrick Computer. Follow and subscribe to all our channels. Now, in our previous video, we saw characteristics of a good computer, and if you were to buy, I am sure now you bought a right one. Now let us look at how we connect our computer. Now I have here my Dell Optiplex 745. It's the one I'm going to use. I have my power source here, my cables I'm going to use. I have my monitor here, and keyboard, my mouse. Okay, my hardware components are all set for us to connect. Now, before we start connecting, we have to know where do we put these cables, where do we put the power source, the power supply, so on and so forth. Now, this is the hind part of this computer of ours. And you see, it has multiple ports behind. You see? So, let us see what these ports do. You see this port here? This is the power port where we connect the power cable, and it is connected to the power supply of the computer. We have two audio ports here, the green one and the blue one. This green one is for audio input if you want, audio output if you want to get sound from this computer, maybe to your speaker. You connect your jack pin here so that you get the sound out. If you want to get sound in, maybe you have a mic, you want to record something, you have to put your jack pin here and you'll get sound in. Down here we are having our Ethernet. This one is the Ethernet port. It is for network with this computer. If you have a network cable, the Ethernet cable, which has a connector of RJ45, it connects here. You have the USB ports for connecting the USB cables. You have the VGA cable. The VGA port for connecting the VGA cable. And the VGA cable is the cable which will take the graphics, all the display from this system unit of ours to the monitor. This casing here, the whole case here is the system unit. So we come here down here. We are having these slots here you're seeing. One is now open, so we can remove even these ones. These ones have only one function. They help us to protrude out the connectors for added cards in this computer. For instance, you might be having a need of extending your graphics and you buy the graphics card, connect it to the expansion slots inside, then the port outside will be protruding from here. So we are having those ports behind our system unit. So that's what they do, and now we are going to start our connections. But before that, let us even look at our monitor here. So I have a Dell monitor here also, and we want to see where do we also put those cables on this monitor. Now if I change this monitor here, and now this is the behind part, but down here, we are having two ports. We have this power port and the VGA port, the same as the one we saw on the system unit, this very one. It means the VGA cable will connect from here and it will come and connect to our monitor here for the display to be seen on our monitor. Now, after knowing this, let us try to make our connections and you see. Now we get our cables and we start our connections. But before connecting, look at my cables here. These cables, see? The power cables are not connected to the power source. They are outside. So it means we don't provide power to the computer or the monitor before we do the connections. Otherwise, you will be making a very big mistake. So let us start our connections. We have this power supply, power cable of ours. So we bring it and connect it here to our power port. Then we get our VGA cable, and we also, you have to look, remember these cables of our computers are not all that very tough to connect. You don't need much energy. You just need to fit it in the right port it is supposed to. You see, now this one is not entering here, yet it is the VGA cable. So it means I'm plugging it in a wrong direction, so I can try changing it and I see if it can fit. You see, it is now entering very well. Then thereafter, I fasten it very well to see that it does not lose my graphics when I'm working. So that one is done. So we get our mouse. This is the mouse here of ours. I'm going to use this HP mouse, and it is a USB. It is a USB mouse, but it does not mean that all mice are USB mice. All they are using USB connectors. I'm going to show you other connectors of the mouse. So you see, this is our keyboard. Well, and you see, this is our keyboard. It is a Dell keyboard. It doesn't necessarily mean that if you're using a Dell computer, you have to use all accessories from Dell. No, you can use a system of a computer which has accessories from different manufacturers. So we have connected our keyboard here, and now we have our connections. But I told you earlier on that we have even other connectors of the mouse and the keyboard. Let me show you something here small. Now this is the hind part of Dell Optiplex. For it, it has these two connectors, the purple one and the green one. And these ones all connect different accessories. This one, the purple one, connects the keyboard, and this one connects the mouse, and we call them PS2 ports. And if we are to connect the mouse there, we need a mouse which has a PS2 connector like this one. See, it's not having a USB connector. So even this one, the keyboard we are having, the purple one, has a purple connector which is a PS2 connector. So it means this one, but still this very computer has a provision for USB still. If you don't have the PS2 mouse or PS2 keyboard, you can still use the USB mouse, but it's not all that different. Okay, that's what I wanted to show you before we continue. So we finished the connection of our system unit here. So let us try to make the connections with our monitor here. So I get the VGA cable right from where we connected it here. Now we connect our mouse, our VGA here on our monitor, and we fasten it very well to see that it is firm so that we don't lose signals. And we get even our power cable. Still, we get our power cable and connect it here. Yeah, it is now connected here very well. So after connections, now we can put our monitor here. Now after having our system here fully connected, let us supply power. Now, when you're supplying power, quote this, always supply the monitor with the power first before giving the system unit power. Why? Because we always need to get some information. There is some information which pops up first when you have powered on this computer of ours. So we don't want to lose that information, because if you power on the computer before powering on the monitor, that information you might not see it. So we always emphasize that you power on the monitor first before powering your system unit. So let us say this is my cable for the monitor. So I give my monitor power first, and I go and check if it has got the, and we see if it has power. But it's not having power, it means maybe the power button is off. Check. So it was off, now it has power. That is our monitor, it has power. After confirming that, we come back to our power source and we plug in our system unit. And we come here and power it on. And we see if we shall get our signal on the monitor. You see if we have signal on the monitor. You see it is coming. Now we see that thing which is popping up, F12, F2. Now if you don't power on your monitor first, have you seen how it has gone off first? It's now asking me to press F1, continue. So if you don't power on the monitor first, you're going to lose such information, and that information is always useful sometimes when we are changing operating system, and we shall also do that video on how to change the operating system of our computer. Now our computer is now fully on, it has powered on. Thank you for watching. Please follow and subscribe to all my channels. Patrick Computer. Thank you.